All right. Great job doing that hands-on model. I hope that kind of helped you understand how populations change over time. What I'm going to show you now is how those three different scenarios that you just modeled out with using tokens or paper or whatever you might have used would look like on a graph over time. So here you see the world population is increasing over time. At around 2019 or around about now, there's just a little over 7 billion people. And then that's continuing to increase. We think by 2050, there will be about 9 billion people in the world. Now, that's an example of an increasing population. Here you'll see a stable population. So that's where the overall trend is that there are births and deaths. So it's not a straight line over time. However, the overall trend is that it's staying around the same population. And I know I said the world population is increasing over time, but you'll notice that this is the population growth rate for just Canada. So just in one country, that's not always the same thing. Next, I want to show you what a decreasing population looks like over time. This data is showing you polar bear deaths over time are becoming more and more frequent. So that means that their population is in decline. So again, you see these like spikes here on this graph, but what it's showing you is that a population of polar bears over time is generally on a downwards trend. That being said, I'm going to show you another model of this concept. Let's watch a video real quick. This is just straight from Amplify.
This is a system. The system is stable, meaning the level of liquid isn't going up or down. But that doesn't mean that nothing's happening in this system. This top valve allows liquid to be added to the tank, while the bottom valve allows the liquid to be removed from the tank. Right now, the amount of liquid being added is the same as the amount of liquid being removed. This makes the system stable because the level of liquid stays the same over time. If either the amount being added or the amount being removed changes, the system will no longer be stable. It will change. The level of liquid will increase or decrease. If we change the valves so that more is being added than is being removed, the level of liquid will increase. This can be done by either loosening the top valve to let more in or tightening the bottom valve to let less out. Either way, the effect is the same. More is being added than is being removed. Now let's try to get the level of liquid to decrease. To get the level of liquid to decrease, we need to change the valves so that less is being added than is being removed. We can do this by either tightening the top valve to let less in or loosening the bottom valve to let more out. Either way, the effect is the same. Less is being added than is being removed. The liquid will decrease. So a system can be stable even if something is being added and removed from the system, as long as the amount being added equals the amount being removed. But if the amount being added or removed changes, the system will change. If more is added than removed, the amount will increase. If less is added than removed, the amount will decrease.
All right. And then that's literally what, I went one too far, what your key concepts are going to be for today. I want to make sure you take some time right now to go ahead and pause and copy this down. Just add it into page 3. You should already have one key concept for chapter 1 on page 3 in your science notebook. But one of our key concepts today is that a system can be stable even as things are being added and removed from it. So like you saw with that Canada graph. If the amount being added and being removed are not equal, then the system will change. Also want you to add these 2 bullet points. You don't need to draw the diagrams. Just make sure you get the words written down also on page 3 of your science notebook. If the number of births and deaths in a given time are equal, then the population size will be stable. If there are more births than deaths in a given time, then the size of the population will increase. If there are fewer births than deaths, then the size of the population will decrease. Once you get those copied down and these questions answered, you can go on to your exit ticket. Good luck.